Faith is defined as complete trust or confidence in something or someone. Going even further, the Bible defines it as, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance in what we do not see. If you're a fan of shonen anime, you're very aware of this concept, much more than you know. And one of my favorite moments of faith happens early in One Piece. When Luffy and the Straw Hats start their journey, they must travel through the Grand Line. The Grand Line is a treacherous sea where the weather is unpredictable, your compass doesn't work like normal, and so many people have lost their lives searching for the One Piece. During one of their adventures, they come to a place called Little Garden. It's an island that seems locked in the past, with dinosaurs and huge creatures. On this island, they meet two giants from the land of Elbaf. Things happen, shenanigans ensue, but at the end of the day, the bad guys are defeated, and the giants have become friends to Luffy and his crew. Now, while the Straw Hats are getting ready to set sail, the giants, Dory and Broggy, look at each other knowingly and get ready to go face the island eater that the Straw Hats don't even know is waiting for them. As the ship sets sail, Dory and Broggy tell Luffy to keep going straight, no matter what. They don't say why, but they expect Luffy to trust their intentions. Luffy does, and as they leave the island and get into open water, the island eater appears, which is a huge goldfish with big teeth and a huge mouth. The crew is definitely afraid, but they hold on to what the giant said. They keep going straight. Even though the goldfish closes its mouth, they keep going straight, even though it's now dark and technically they have no evidence that they'll be helped. Though they're afraid, they hold on to what the giant said and trust that they are men of honor and will not go back on their word. While all this is happening, the giants have been preparing their weapons and getting in their stance. They muster up every ounce of strength they have left with their beat-up weapons and shoot out a combined blast that cuts the goldfish open and frees the Straw Hats to continue their journey. There are times when God will speak to you, whether it's a certain knowing you have. And what I mean by that is like, you just know there's something you must do. It's like a strong conviction for something you probably wouldn't tell yourself. Or someone tells you something randomly and it resonates with you in a weird way. In those times, more often than not, it's not going to be something that makes sense. Something like, go to this school, move to that city, even though you don't know anyone, quit this job, give that person a hug, say sorry to this person. Let this hurt go. Don't watch that show. Don't listen to this music. Unfollow that influencer. Eat this instead of that. All things that logically might not make any sense to you. In those moments is where faith and trust are born. If Luffy had not seen the character of the giants and ultimately befriended them, then he wouldn't have had any reason to trust them telling him to keep going straight. When the ship was literally being swallowed, although he was confused and concerned, he trusted that these men of honor would not betray him and would somehow do something that would help him through, although he didn't know what. When you hear stories about what God has done in the past and what he does in the earth daily, these testimonies are there for you to learn about his nature so that you can trust him. Faith comes by hearing. And when you trust him, then if he tells you, hey, go this way, go do this, then you know that even though it doesn't make sense, something in it is good for you and could potentially be saving you from something disastrous. There's a verse that says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him and he will make your paths straight. Just the same way that the giants knew what was waiting for the Straw Hats, you have to understand that God goes before you and knows that there are certain things that are waiting to harm you or hinder you. It is a safe thing to trust that he means to help you, even if it doesn't make sense to you. And also remember, having faith doesn't mean you can't be afraid. Luffy trusted the giants, but he still had fear when the goldfish closed its mouth. Believing in God doesn't mean you become delusional to your circumstances, but it means that you understand that there are more perspectives on your situation than your own. So while the Straw Hats might have only seen the fish's belly in front of them, standing right outside, the giants were already in their stance. Let he who has an ear hear what the Spirit is saying. Comment below if you ever felt like God spoke to you, but nobody else believed you, but you knew it was him. Or let me know a time when you did something that went against the grain that you knew you just had to do, and it all worked out. If you want more videos like this, remember to like and subscribe. And turn on that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping that brand new hot shit. I'm Jess, aka Coco Sensei, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Love you guys. And more importantly, God loves you too.